All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is good? I am Seth Orris. Welcome back to the Big Orris Experience number 10. This is the 10th show we've done. Feels like almost as if we've done more than that. It's the second week. It's Friday. We've got some pretty crazy stuff coming up today. We are going to be talking about really whatever we want. A lot of movie stuff happening. A bit of movie news, you could say. A bit of controversy I feel like this episode may bring. We'll see what happens. It is known that I don't talk about politics very much in general, especially on this show. I try not to get political because I want this to be a more light show. But today we definitely will be talking about something in the political realm of news. We also got new Batman pictures. Pretty cool. Batman pictures, that is, and we'll be looking at those together, seeing what we think. I will ask you guys for your opinion, and hopefully, you guys are in the live chat. We'll make it happen. Excuse me while I take a sip. I think I'm getting a bit of a cold, so I don't know how long today's stream will be. I'm thinking it will probably be about 30 minutes to an hour, just because, I'm feeling okay, but I'm just starting to feel kind of sick, so I want to definitely get on top of that, have a long weekend possibly. I don't really take weekends off. I usually spend that time trying to figure out different ways to market, different ways to do stuff. All the shirt equipment is here now, so I can now start making my t-shirts. So I'll probably be doing that this weekend. But again, if I get a cold, probably going to take a break, take a step back. We will see what is happening. I do see we have a few viewers currently watching. What is up, guys? Please hit up the live chat. Let's have a discussion. Just kind of still introducing the show. Today's been kind of crazy. I woke up and today is my rest day, so I didn't go to the gym, but I definitely have been sort of just like kind of sitting back because when you wake up and you have that first glass of water and you can tell from that first glass of water that your throat's a little sick. Yeah, I definitely felt that today. So here's hoping for the best. But no, it's been a crazy 24 hours kind of as far as news cycles go. Like I said, we did get the new Batman pictures, which we will talk about and we will look at together. Steve Foster, what's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you, man. And we also will talk about, obviously, President Trump did make some comments about Parasite in his style. I don't know the exact word. I'm blanking on it, but we're definitely going to be talking about something there. I'm getting notifications up the wazoo today. It's been a crazy week. This week has probably been the biggest that Film Sleep Repeat has grown as a brand since I started doing this, which is awesome. You love to see it. So very happy about that. Let's start right in on this. First of all, let's talk about. I'm trying to think what should we start with, because the main two things I want to hit on are of course that whole Trump not liking Parasite thing and the new Batman pictures. I do kind of want to save the Batman pictures until the end when possibly we get a few more people in here. So let's see what the hell happens. Today, guys, I'm exhausted. I'm very happy to be doing this, though. It makes me really happy. I'll just be drinking a lot more water throughout the entire show. It is the second show this week we've had without guests, which is probably a good thing because I wouldn't want guests to, be on when I'm sick. Eagerly awaiting the day when you and Jake invite me to enjoy a film with you guys. Literally, I'm waiting for the day that Jake is able to come enjoy a film with me again, because obviously his married ass is busy all the time. But next time we go, for real, I know A Quiet Place Part 2 comes out next month, and I think that's the one we were definitely planning on seeing together, Steve. So, hit me up, hit Jake up, and let's go catch a flick. I'm always down, man. I love just catching movies with with new people, with people I've watched before. Jake has definitely taken over that reign of being my favorite person to watch movies with, so it's always the best. Jason Ashcroft in the chat. Welcome back, Jason. What's up, brother? Biggest crime of the universe is never getting a solo Ben Affleck movie. I'd actually agree with that statement. I don't know if that's the biggest crime of the universe, but it's sad. It definitely sucks that we didn't get to see his solo film. And I think he's such a great Batman. I really do. I think he's the best part of Batman versus Superman and Justice League. He really embodies that character well. And then there was the news story the other day. He said that he had written the new draft of the Batman, and he was talking to his friend, partner, whoever it was, and his friend was like, "It's a good script, but I'm so afraid I'm going to lose you because you'll drink yourself to death if you do this." So in a lot of ways, I'm happy we didn't get it, because I'm glad that he's kind of been able to move on from the character and is doing stuff like The Way Back looks so good. I know, Jason, that's a film that we definitely are planning on seeing together, and I think it looks incredible, so I'm really excited for that. Excuse me, I got to take another drink of water. We got a few chatters in here. A few concurrent viewers, they call it on the YouTube. But you know what? Screw it. Because you brought up Batman, let's do it. Let's see. Screen cap. Woohoo. All right. Excuse me. I know it's going to look weird for a second. That's going to look weird too. Bring that over here. Look at this. Batman. See if we can pull up the actual photo, shall we? Well, I guess I don't want to pull up images. I can see that. I do think for where he is in his life, he's really good in the role, but I don't think it was the role that was right for him at this time. I definitely agree. The Way Back looks incredible. Cannot wait to watch it. Top 5 most anticipated. Same for me. I am very excited to watch it. I love Gavin O'Connor. I mean, Warrior is one of the best films, sports movies ever. And look at this. Oh, no. OBS isn't even showing you guys me anymore. Oh, okay. Sorry. It's growing pains. Let's see if this works. Watch this. This is really embarrassing, guys. I'm really sorry that you couldn't even see my face. Let's see if this works. Hello. There I am. That's bad. I'm really upset about that, actually. I'm very sorry. Growing pains. Look at all this technical difficulties going on in the show. Yeah, give me like 2.5 seconds and I'll pull up these photos for you guys. This is probably the most unprofessional thing I've done on this show. Which, I mean, if you ask me, pretty good. Let's go see Bond with Jake. I am so freaking down. I am so excited for the new Bond film. Oh, Cary Fukunaga, one of the best, most underrated directors of all time. I did prep, James. Okay, I did prep, but I did prep, and I just didn't. I guess the screen cap, I did not prep the screen cap. That's really embarrassing, because I did take about a good, solid 45 minutes to prep, and it does not look like I did. So that's embarrassing. But hey, it's live, so can't really just edit it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get it. You get it. Check this out, huh? Huh? Boom, baby. Look at me now. That works. Cool. All right. And I do agree The Accountant needs more love. I think it's a great movie as well. I wasn't really into it the first time I saw it, and then my dad was like, you should watch it again. I just think you might like it more this time. And I watched it again with him and thought it was great. So here are the set photos from the Batman. If my Mac just is weird. So we kind of see with him, obviously those ears are pointy as hell. Could blind someone, with those ears. This definitely is, and let's see if I can find it. Definitely is a stunt double, because that is not Robert Pattinson's chin. Not at all. Kidding me? So the fact that it's a stunt double is what it is. I like seeing the suit more in action. I think it's kind of looks kind of cool. Looks kind of rugged too, which I'm a fan of. And in Matt Reeves, I trust. So, oh, there we go. Look at that. He looks pretty cool. The Bat Cycle looks pretty good. I'm a fan. But yeah, when I saw those images this morning, I was like, that is actually pretty dope. I'm into that. I'm definitely very much into that. So that's kind of what we have for the Batman photos. What did you guys think of the Batman photos? Are you excited about? Yeah, it is just a dude in a suit, James. You are absolutely correct. It is definitely not Robert Pattinson. And are you guys excited about the new Batman film? I am. I really like Matt Reeves. I think the last two Planet of the Apes movies in that trilogy were great. War didn't like as much, but it's kind of interesting there. Batman set photos are interesting. I just really hope there's more to the film than his origin story. I hope it's not year one. I absolutely agree with you, and I know also you're saying trust in Matt Reeves. Yes, absolutely. I'm kind of just sitting back, waiting to see what we get. I really would not like to see another origin story. I just feel like we've seen it so many times. It's just beating an old drum with a bat, and I don't know. It's one of those things. Okay, Mask makes him look like Pinky and the Brain. Now, maybe I'll embarrass myself here. Let's see. Pinky, I need to see what I can. Okay. Batman sucks. Bring back Iron Man. As someone who sat right next to you, James, when Iron Man left and cried my eyes out, Pinky and the Brain, I would say the ears are definitely, big, which I could see relating. But I do like Iron Man. After Doolittle, I don't know what I want to see from Robert Downey Jr. at this point. That movie's so bad. And I know for him, it just kind of sucks that that's his first movie after Avengers Endgame, obviously. And I was just like, why? Why are you doing this to yourself? It's just not cool. And it's a bad movie. I don't know if anyone else saw Doolittle here, but if you didn't, I'm very envious of you. But yeah, no, me and James, we were a mess. I was crying so loud, and then you cried a little bit. I'm sure of it. And then John looked at me and laughed, and then I knew, okay, well, at least James is in the same boat as me. Avengers Endgame is great. Every time I watch it, it's just, it gets me. James does put in the chat, did you see Lighthouse? Yes, The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe. I did see it. It's not for me. I'm in awe of the film, just in total, like how it was made, the cinematography, the technical aspect of it is great. The technical side, not aspect, the technical side of it is great. The film is it's just so for me. I don't really dig the material that's there. I just kind of got sick of it really fast. Half of it was just boring, and I just didn't understand it. So it'll be interesting to see. Lots of anticipation for this, especially since the Affleck departure. I'd be really disappointed for it to just be an origin story, hoping the Rogue Gallery leads to a Long Halloween adaptation. Praise Jesus that you said that, Jason. I need a Long Halloween adaptation. It is. I'm pretty sure I have it up on my comic book. It is the greatest story, the greatest Batman story ever told was A Long Halloween. And Logan, who was my boss at the Megaplex along with James, actually introduced me to that story, and I would definitely be very excited to see it and to and especially with Matt Reeves behind it and Robert Pattinson, and they've got the cast for the Batman is insane. They've got Zoe Kravitz, they've got I was gonna say Danny DeVito, but no, Colin Farrell. There's a few others. Again, I'm sorry. Today is a weird day, everyone. You're getting a real insight into what Seth Orris's daily sort of thing looks like when he has like that pre-cold, but he's like, I really want to go live because there's a lot of stuff I really want to talk about. Also, like, I gots to do it. One more show and then we get the weekend, which actually I'm not very excited about. I talked about it last Saturday. I just wish I could have done a show with you guys, but no, I'm really excited for the new Batman film. Really excited for Robert Pattinson. I think he has really shown that he is a great actor that deserves this role, deserves these higher up roles in general. And yeah, with that, it's not a good transition, but it is all the sun and the warmth. Yeah, that's what's killing me for real. Um, so Trump, obviously, and like I said, I don't talk politics much on this show, and I'm not going to take particularly, I guess, a side here. But in a speech Trump gave yesterday, he talked about the Academy Awards, and then everyone started booing, and he's like, they're going to give the Best Picture of the Year award to a South Korean film. Either South or North. Excuse me, but I am definitely just okay. So here's the problem. It's not even the fact that he said like it. Why'd we give this film Best Picture of the Year? I don't care about his opinion on the movie. It's when he went on and said, what happened with the days of Gone with the Wind? Are you kidding me? Of all the movies in the world to say, you're going to say Gone with the Wind, one of the most notoriously known for being a racist movie in the world. Obviously, there's much more racist films than that, but it's like a big thing there. And I was so frustrated because, first of all, Parasite is the best film of last year. It deserved Best Picture. It would deserve Best Picture any year it came out, truthfully. But then the Gone with the Wind thing, Sunset Boulevard is different. Okay, that's fine. He might as well have just said, what happened with the days when we got to, go to the talkies and see Birth of a Nation. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a rant per se. I'm just really quite bothered about it. I was so speechless. I was like, what are you doing? You're making yourself look dumb, which, say what you will, but happens more than it doesn't. But like I said, we're moving on from that real quick. If anyone wants to comment on it, put it in the chat because I'll talk about it. But I didn't want to go too far into it. I was going to rant and then I kind of calmed down about it. But I think his statement was dumb and stupid. Let's see. James did put in the chat, and Caitlin, you didn't miss the Trump rant. Technically you did because I didn't really rant about it, but I am very I'm taken aback by what he said. James did say, you going to see the Harrison Ford dog movie? Tony Toscano gave it a B. Tony Toscano, actually, me and him see each other. Well, I see him at screenings a lot, and he's a nice dude. I like him a lot. I actually introduce myself every time I go to a screening. I'm not like sitting with the actual film critics. So I always make it like a thing to go say hello to film critics and ask them advice on things. So Tony Toscano is someone who I wouldn't be able to exactly like point him out, but we have had discussions. Great guy. I am going to go see the Harrison Ford dog movie. Tonight I'm taking my sister and her fiance. I'm taking them to the Jazz game. I'm driving them there, and then I'm just gonna go to the Megaplex and see it because then I'm gonna take them home after. So I'll check it out. I'll give you an in-depth review of Call of the Wild. And let's see. Harrison Ford is a legend, but he has been needing to hang it up for a while now. You can hear the wrinkles in his voice. Now, Steve, I have to, disagree with that. Of some of that. I do think Harrison Ford is a legend. I don't think he needs to hang it up. I think he is still making movies. I think he's still a great actor. I think he just needs to find the right roles. So it will be interesting to see what happens there and kind of who knows? I'm going to see Call of the Wild. I'm going to give it, like, I honestly haven't heard much about it. I've heard good and bad, so I have no sort of stance, so I'm just going to go figure out for myself, like everything. But Caitlin just put in the chat, and racist. It's fair. I'd agree with that. James does say Trump just has to have an opinion on everything and anything. Yes, he always needs to make noise. That's something I've equated to him a lot, is he always just needs to be a noisemaker, which I guess is fine. I just wish he could make noise about better things and possibly come out and say, congrats to Parasite on winning Best Picture. But Neon, the people who distributed, the company that distributed Parasite, had a really funny response. They said, it's understandable he would say that. It's not like he can read. That was their kind of comeback, which is so funny. Because obviously Parasite is a foreign film and is all subtitles. So to have them come out and say that was just a total kind of bombshell dropped. And I was like, that's really good. I feel like I almost don't have to say anything because they said it all right there. But no, it's just, it makes me it makes me sad, really. It's like, the world today. That's why I come and do this every day, so that I don't have to worry about the rest of the world. But no, I am going to see the Call of the Wild. Definitely going to be checking that out probably tonight. Tonight, that's my plan. And then there's The Lodge and... So The Lodge and Portrait of a Lady on Fire are finally out at Century 16. So I'm going to go tomorrow and spend like a good do a double feature, watch those both. So it will be interesting to kind of see what I think of those. Portrait of a Lady on Fire is a film I've been waiting for a long time. It's finally here. And The Lodge is a horror film that I've been waiting for a long time. And hey, it's here. So let's go. And yeah, I think those are the only three, right, that came out this weekend. I'm a little disconnected from what came out this weekend, but it's interesting. Let's see. I just hear Tony on 97.1 on Friday mornings when I'm taking my kids to school. I like to hear what he thinks, but he also gave Sonic a B, so there's that. I like, what's funny is I first listened to Tony 2 when my mom used to drive me to school on Fridays. He would always be on there, of course, and I'd listen to 97.1 when I started driving just because I was sort of like, I felt close to my mom when I did that. So when she wasn't driving me anymore, I kind of did that to sort of just kind of feel good. And I always like what he has to say. Him giving Sonic a B, I think that's fair. I just think, Sonic is just a perfect 5 out of 10 for me because it is nothing. It is the most bland, just normal film of all time, and it shouldn't be. I would have rather hated it completely than feel how I felt, because everyone comes to me and is like, oh, I need to know your in-depth opinion on Sonic. I've had like 4 people this week, and I go, yeah, it's not bad. It's not good. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's just, But I can see why he would like it. Fair assessment. I guess he hasn't aged as bad as Princess Leia. She literally looks and sounds like she is melting. And then James kind of put in the chat also, Carrie Fisher was CGI mostly. That is true. In episode 9, of course, she was not also, yeah, there were scenes that were taken and stuff, but yeah, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. We miss you. I love Carrie Fisher, and Princess Leia is like, she's one of the GOATs, 100%. So I gotta give respect there. But let's see. Been a super slow movie month, honestly, Jason says. You're damn right it has been. The only movie that I thought was really going to make big noise this month was Birds of Prey, and it did nothing. And Sonic has done a little something, and then next week we have The Invisible Man, which I'm actually stoked for. I think it looks really spooky, and I like the director of it, so we will see how that goes. So The Invisible Man next week, and then, January and February, I understand it kind of got started at the very wrong time to start doing movie reviews is like January and February, because that's when nothing's coming out. But once the summer season starts, my ass is going to be working 70, 80-hour weeks, seeing all the movies, reviewing all the movies, getting it done on the Big Orris experience. But no, I hate slow movie months, man. It just sucks. It's one of those things where I'm like, just give me a good movie. I love the theater so much. I just don't, Oh, Steve, you're fine. You're not going to hell. Crap had no idea she was dead. I'm going to hell. You're fine. There's no problem. Because I know if you would have known, you wouldn't have said it. So it's one of those things of like, you're not a bad person for not knowing. And I think everyone in the chat would agree that you're not a bad person for not knowing. Jason does say, so stoked for Invisible Man. Actually, Jason, talk to Ty, because I think Ty, he hit me up yesterday and wants to go see that with me, you, and him. So maybe we can make that happen. I'd be super down. But no, it's one of those things, man. I mean, let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see, for our own records, what is coming out here over the next bit. Did you guys see the Westworld Season 3 trailer, by the way? Holy shit. I love Westworld, and I'm very excited for Season 3. It definitely is something. Okay, so in theaters, Emma just came out, Brahms the Boy, Call of the Wild, of course, and then, yeah, so there's those. I'm sort of indifferent on them. And then, let's see, February 28th. So, The Invisible Man. We have Wendy, which was a film at Sundance that I heard was okay. So, The Invisible Man really is the only film that's coming out next week that's kind of probably will make some waves. And then we go into March. And, of course, March 6th, we finally start to get started. Onward and The Way Back. Let's see. If I had to choose one of those movies to see that weekend, obviously I'm going to choose The Way Back. Jason did ask, did you go to the advanced screening of Onward AMC was doing? Truthfully, I was not aware that they were doing an advanced screening. So it will be very interesting to see kind of how that goes. I'm excited to see it. I love Pixar, everything they do. Not everything they do. Good Dinosaur was not good, but I'm really excited to see what's going on. James does say, first of all, OMG, Westworld is amazing. That trailer was wild. Seth, I've got to shower. Got a hot date tonight. I'm still listening, though. No, you get that shower in. I love hot dates. The last time I went on a hot date was literally like more than a year ago, so I'm very jealous of you. Thanks for still listening. And Westworld is amazing. I'm going to start talking about TV a lot more. I watched the first episode of Hunters today, which is the new Amazon Prime original series with Al Pacino. And it's basically about this Jewish committee like finding and killing Nazis in America in the 70s. And the first episode was so cool, and I'm really excited to finish that up over the weekend. But let's see. So let's kind of go. I'll go through March. We'll go through the March releases, and then I'll probably think about possibly ending up the stream today. March 13th, we have My Spy, Bloodshot, and The Hunt. Again, another pretty packed week. I'm actually... Oh, no way. PG-13 for Bloodshot? Is that a real thing? Because I won't see it if it... Well, I'll see it, but you're kidding. There's Hunters, by the way. That actually... This is like pure shock. Okay, so Bloodshot I'm not excited for at this point then. My Spy... Interesting because this movie's been pushed back like a whole year and a half from when it was originally supposed to release. The trailers look really cute though. I'm excited to see it, hoping it's a good, fun kind of kids/adults movie that both can enjoy. I like Dave Bautista a lot. And The Hunt is a movie that I am stoked for, obviously, after it got pulled from release last year. I never thought I'd be seeing it, and I really like the original trailer. The Most Dangerous Game is my favorite story of all time, and I've actually written like full-length feature adaptations, because it's just the best story. It's man versus nature. It's one of my favorite stories to tell, and I've written multiple scripts just with that kind of basic premise of man versus nature, or man versus man because of greed. So it's interesting. Does it suck that I almost don't want to watch a movie that is PG-13 anymore unless it's legendary? I think that no, that doesn't suck. I'm honestly kind of the same way. I think that PG-13 definitely has its place, and a lot of PG-13 movies can be great. But for certain movies, like Bloodshot, it's like, what the hell are you doing making this movie PG-13? When they released a Red Band trailer that was very bloody and looked awesome, and now it's just like, screw you guys, Whatever. So let's see. James does ask, has Vin Diesel been in anything rated R ever? I 100%, I don't know. So shall we see? That's actually a very good question. Billy Lynn's long halftime walk. That was, oh, look, that's R. But he's not in that movie very long. Ang Lee doing Ang Lee shit. The Last Witch Hunter, which I believe was PG-13. Yes. Isn't this fun? Seeing all the R-rated films that he's possibly been in. Riddick. Okay, so Riddick. He has been in Riddick. And, read part of one of my scripts on stream sometime. Oh, shoot. That's actually an awesome idea. I'd love to do that. That'd be awesome. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll try and get a couple of people into the studio, and we can all kind of read parts. I think that'd be a blast. Thanks for that suggestion, James. Thank you. And then, so yeah, he's been in a few R-rated movies, Boiler Room. So it's interesting. They'll make 27 of those Bloodshot movies, #fast and not so furious. I don't think they will make 27. I think they will make one, and I don't think it's going to make any money. And I'm pissed. You guys will rarely see me upset, but I'm not happy that it's PG-13. Like, no way. Okay, March 20th. Parky Fire, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. March 20th. A Quiet Place Part 2, which is definitely that day is devoted to A Quiet Place Part 2 that weekend. And then March 27th, we have Mulan, which was recently just rated PG-13. It is the first PG-13 live-action adaptation that Disney is doing. I'm actually kind of excited for it. I like that they're not having any of the music in. I think that Mulan can have a really cool story. But one thing that kind of doesn't make sense to me is they're like, hey, so we're not having any of the music and none of the like magical elements. And then there's still the like main bad girl can like transform into animals and stuff. I'm like, get out of my face. Call of the Wild. Yeah, I'll be seeing this one tonight. I mean, Harrison Ford, look at him, the old bastard. But we love him. What movie are you guys most excited for next month? That's a question I'd love to ask. Let's see. So Parky Fire says thumbs up for the script. Good to know. We'll definitely make it happen. See, your guys' suggestions do mean a lot because, like with the what was it? The anime episode we did this week. That was because of you guys. And I did order your name, and it's coming to me via Blu-ray, so that will be exciting to get. They can go pretty far with PG-13s now, but yeah, probably a mistake. Just going for that PG-13 cash, which, yeah, it sucks because it's one of those things, right, of why not just... If PG-13's the movie they want to make, and they have the material for a PG-13, yeah, I don't need you to make a movie R just to make a movie R. Just sort of like how The Birds of Prey was rated R just to be rated R. But I think that PG-13 is definitely a good, can be a good staple for movies. But if you already have a Red Band trailer out at the beginning, don't just take out the blood just for that money. Get out of my face. Okay. Caitlin does come in. I cannot wait for Mulan. I am the same way. I'm really excited for it. I'm not usually excited for the live action adaptations, but I am excited for Mulan. Jason Ashcroft says The Way Back, obviously. You know what's strange is I'd say I'm actually next month more excited for A Quiet Place Part 2 just because I love that trailer so much, and I obviously love the first one so much. But The Way Back is definitely it's like this close. It doesn't really make sense what I did with my fingers there, but what can you do? It's just, by the way, let me promote a little something for you movie lovers out there. Movies and Other Things is definitely one of the favorite books I've read as of late. It's just a bunch of film essays. It's like 300, 200 pages, lots of cool art. And I just love film essays. I write them a lot, and I just think they're fascinating. Let's see. Birds of Prey being rated R was clearly a huge mistake for WB. They literally just threw in the F word to use it. Absolutely. It did not feel like it was needed in anything. Felt like there was a few times where I was like, okay, you could have thrown like 1 or 2 F-bombs. Like you said in the chat earlier, you can get a lot further with PG-13 movies nowadays. But yeah, at a certain point, it's just like, come on, just even it's just dumb. It's one of those things where I'm like, Deadpool is one of those movies, right, that needs to be rated R. That character is an R-rated character. Harley Quinn, from what they've set up with her already, is okay being a PG-13 character because she can still be pretty dark. She can still make dark jokes. She can still have fun with that. So I do think, and obviously there are so many teenagers that are Harley Quinn fans, like so many teenagers. So definitely a big mistake. Riley Seacrest says, top 5 actors of all time, in my opinion. A question I was asked at dinner last night. I would say Jack Nicholson is one of them. This is in no particular order. I'd say Jack Nicholson, Robert De Niro. I would say that Marlon Brando is definitely there. Let's see. So those are 3. I would say Meryl Streep. If you didn't mean actors and actresses, I'm just going with both. I'd say Meryl Streep, and I'd probably put Daniel Day-Lewis up there as well. That'd be my top 5 actors of all time. That's a good question, though. Thank you for asking that. I am interested. If you're in the chat and you have like a top 3 or top 2 or favorite actor or actress of all time, let me know what it is, because I'm definitely all about that chat. Today is so weird. I do not feel like driving to the Jazz game and not actually being able to go to the Jazz game. It is absolutely ridiculous if you ask me. I honestly am very tempted to just go buy a ticket and go watch the game, but that's not in the cards for your boy Seth right now. I don't got the money. But, guys, t-shirts. The t-shirt maker is here. The t-shirts themselves are here. Everything is here. All the designs are here. So t-shirts are being made this weekend, beginning of March. They will be advertised and sold. They are going to be, we've come to kind of the price. It's going to be about $15 for a shirt. And they are actually very nice material. I was kind of deciding between 10 and 15. And then I bought 2 different types of material. And one was very much better than the other, and that kind of raised costs. So I was like, we'll go 15, but they're getting a great shirt. So, it will be really good. Top 10 videos once a week, bro. You'll strive off that. I have, that's funny. If Caitlin's still in the chat, Caitlin, that is a suggestion she gave me, like at the beginning of the year. She said, you should do top 10 videos all the time, because I love top 10 videos and people love top 10 videos. So if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, top 10 videos once a week, let me know in the chat. That'd be awesome. Counting Bond for my most anticipated movie in March, even though it won't release until April. Daniel Craig is the best Bond of all time. I feel like this may be his last Bond film. That is confirmed. It is his last Bond film. He hates the character of James Bond, so unfortunately that will be the end of it. I think that he's gone 2 for 4 for me. With his Bond movies. I think Casino Royale and Skyfall are 2 of the best Bond films of all time. And I think that Quantum of Solace and Spectre are really actually quite bad movies. I think that they're just really convoluted and dumb. But that's just me. I do think he's my favorite Bond of all time, besides Roger Moore, I'd say, for that. And it's all the hype right now. Definitely, I still stand by that. Thank you, Caitlin, for chiming in. I appreciate you. Craig has set an unbeatable benchmark for the standard slash roll. I'd agree with that. It's a good way to get quick recommendations. Definitely agree with that. And I like top 10. Parky Fire, the GOAT. Thank you, my friend. Definitely, you guys have spoken. I will start doing that. I will start doing my top 10 video, a top 10 video every 1 to 2 weeks. And yeah, Steven, I just think Quantum of Solace is just kind of, I just think it's garbage. I think the movie's like really bad. And I saw it when I was a kid, and I just remember it being so boring. And I was like, this movie shouldn't be boring. It's a Bond film, and I'm a kid. I should love this. And I just didn't. And so I haven't revisited it. I do plan, before seeing No Time to Die, revisiting it so that I can kind of have that good time. But let's see, we're about 42 minutes here. So because of my throat, because I've got a bunch of stuff to do tonight, I am going to end this stream a bit, not early. I mean, when I do my alone streams, we are usually about 30 minutes to an hour. But if you have any other questions, please put them in the chat right now. I'll answer them. I hope everyone's going to have a freaking fantastic weekend. Excuse my mouth. I hope that it's a blast and that everyone is safe and has a good time. I am going to be a busy mofo. I could not do what I do without you guys. This channel is not what it is without you guys. These streams are not what they are without you guys. You guys are just the best. I will be back Monday at 4 p.m. When I do my alone shows. 4 p.m. will always be the standard. So thank you for watching, Steven. You know, he says, well done, Seth. Until next time. Until next time, brother. I'll talk with Jake. We'll make sure it happens. Movie Us 3. Riley says, go Jazz. Go Jazz indeed. Also check out mine and Riley's podcast, Here's the Thing with Seth and Riley, at anchor.fm/Here's the Thing with SNR. It's really good. And the best last comment of all, how dare you say fuck just to say fuck? I know, I'm a fucking asshole. All right, guys. Until next time, peace out from the Film Sleep Repeat Studios. Have a great weekend.